Griddler tofu, oh yeah!
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I am Brian.
And I am Jessica.
Today we are making you some tofu that has been grilled on our lovely griddler because, I mean, that's what we use this thing for, is to grill and to griddle.
Yeah, so we started pulling this out when we were doing Mary's Mini for all our hash browns, and since then we've been testing it with a lot of things, and we know a lot of you guys also have the griddler or have bought one recently.
Or something similar.
And so we want to do some more recipes with it, and one of the things that Brian really impressed me with was one night he just threw some tofu on there, and I guess I never thought of it before, but it turned out amazing.
Yeah, I didn't even think that this would be any type of video that we could do because it's really simple to do. And I made an offhand comment about grilling tofu on here in one of the previous videos, and a bunch of you guys latched onto that and they're like, oh no, you need to make a tofu video again. And so I was like, well, I could do like an Italian version again. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure something else out. I'm gonna figure out a good recipe to throw on here that, so develop it from scratch basically. And that's what I did.
So what kind of tofu is this?
I am calling this a smoked poultry tofu.
Wow.
Let's call it that.
We're gonna have to work on the name.
Because I can't call it like, I can't call it like chicken or turkey or something like that.
Chicken.
But it tastes kind of like chicken or turkey, something like that, some type of poultry. And it's smoky. So therefore, smoked poultry tofu.
All right, we'll work on that. See if that's still the title of this video when it comes out. Otherwise, we came up with something better, hopefully.
Either way, let's get to cooking.
Also, I have another question though first, because this is mainly Brian's thing, and I'm curious to know if somebody doesn't have a griddler, should they just stop watching this video?
No, of course not. What you can do is you can grill it on any type of grill that you might have. If you've got a grill pan, this will work. If you've got an outdoor grill, this will work. I'm not exactly sure about temperature and stuff like that. But the marinade for this will work in practically any form. Heck, you could marinate this stuff and air fry it and it would turn out amazing. So the real trick of this isn't necessarily the griddler. The griddler works the way that it's supposed to work. The good part of this for me is the recipe. But, I like experimenting with our recipes anyway. So. Now can we get to cooking? Okay, let's get to cooking.
First, freeze your tofu, then thaw your tofu. Trust me, freezing it will make it taste a lot better, have a nicer texture. We like to use this sprouted tofu from Trader Joe's. As you can see, it comes in 2 packs, makes it a lot easier if you only want to make half of it. Next, cut your tofu into any size fillet that you like. Just make sure that they are consistent. And then we will need to press the tofu. I don't have a tofu press, so I'm just going to use 2 cutting boards and something heavy. While that's pressing, we need to get our marinade together. So I started out with a 1/4 teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon mixed in with a 1/4 cup of hot water. Then I added in a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke and 2 teaspoons of liquid aminos. After that, I got the poultry seasoning and mixed in half a tablespoon. It was around this time that Jessica said, hey, isn't that the recipe for half the tofu? And to no one's surprise, she was correct. So I had to repeat this process with another 1/4 cup of broth, another 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke, 2 more teaspoons of liquid aminos, and another half tablespoon of poultry seasoning. I just mixed that up and let it sit until the tofu was ready to go. After about 30 minutes, I put the tofu into a Ziploc bag and went ahead and added the marinade. Make sure you get as much of the air out as possible. make sure it is sealed, and stick it in the refrigerator for at least 8 hours. I like to do mine overnight. When you're ready to cook your tofu, switch the griddler on to the grilled panini side and set it to sear. Once it's good and hot, go ahead and place the tofu right onto the grill and shut the lid. We're going to cook this for about 10 minutes, but we're going to check it after 5. As you can see, that one stuck after 5 minutes, so I decided to gently peel it off and just put it back in place and shut the lid, let it cook for another 5 minutes. And then it turned out like this. Jessica is always trying to get me to use these stupid tongs, and as you can see, they don't really seem to work all that well on here, so I had Peef get me the tongs that I normally use. Thank you, Peef. See how much easier that was? After that, your tofu is ready to eat.
So there you have it.
Wait, that's my line. Stop that. My line. Thank you very much. So there you have it. A very simple sort of recipe. Yeah, it does take a good while because you got to marinate the tofu, and all that kind of stuff. But once you get all that done, you can throw it on to whatever your cooking implement happens to be. But for the griddler, throw it on there for 10 minutes. Boom. Awesome grilled tofu.
And it just looks so nice with the little marks on it.
Yeah, if you really wanted to, you could have some fun with it and go like a classic sort of steak there and rotate it like a little quarter turn, and then you get the diamond, the cross section there. Yeah, that looks real nice.
Okay.
But Jessica, there you go. I have made this for you. Do you care to try?
Yes.
We of course have some condiments here. We've got some spicy brown mustard and our spicy ketchup. Because we like spicy.
You can find the recipe for the ketchup in the description below. We did a video for that as well.
Yep. But go ahead. Grab your piece.
I don't have...
Sorry. She doesn't have a fork. There you go. Let's... Fork!
Yay! All right. I'm going to get into this one. I mean, you could really just like use your hands for this.
It's finger food, it's for me.
I know. It's just, I'm trying to... I don't know.
You good there?
Trying to maintain some kind of dignity. Okay, so I'm gonna try this piece with nothing on it.
And then you can't really see that, but it's like so nice in the middle. Like it really does look like, well, very thinly sliced chicken, and it tastes really, really nice. It's got a good bit of like saltiness to it. It's got all those really nice herbs. It's got this really good crust on the outside.
I'm gonna try it with some mustard.
All in all, I really like this.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good combo.
One thing I would really like to try, I'm not even joking, is I'd like to take this, cook it all up and stuff, onto some zoodles that have been cooked, some tomato sauce on top, and then eat that. And then make that like a meal. I would really, really like to try that. We have not done that yet, but it is definitely on my list of things that I want to try out. Also remember, kids, don't double dip unless you're married to the person next to you.
I want this one.
Okay, fine. You can have that one. But, do you have anything to add, Jessica?
I mean, it's super tasty. I mean, it's just really good, especially when you start dipping it in the different sauces. Awesome. This is spicy ketchup.
I really like the mustard though with this. Reminds me of like a sandwich.
Ooh, I like the
turkey
ketchup.
sandwich.
The ketchup is really, it just really goes well with it.
It'll basically work with anything that you would normally like with any other type of poultry. So chicken or turkey or whatever it happens to be.
Yeah, like anything you would dip a chicken nugget into or something like that. Just do this instead. And it's actually, I think it tastes better than a chicken nugget.
Yeah, it's up there. It is actually just super, super good. But I think I'm gonna go to the clues if that's okay with you.
Okay. Oh, you're just gonna eat one piece and make me look like a total pig?
No. Do you want to do the close instead? You remember how that went last time?
No.
Exactly. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so and click the bell notification that is right next to it. So that way you get all of the updates whenever we do post a new video. Also, follow us on all of our social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, and especially Instagram, because, you know, Jessica loves the Instagram. And, you know, check out the blog post in the description below, or you can go to crocsinthekitchen.com to get all of the recipes that we have made, including this very one right here.
We actually had a question the other day on Facebook, and someone was asking if there are printable versions of our recipes. And every single recipe that we do, if you go to the description in the YouTube video, there's a link to the blog post, go straight to our website, and we'll have a printable version of every single recipe that we've done on here. So you can go back and look at the archive. There's like a little recipe tab on crocsinthekitchen.com where you can look through other stuff that we've done. So check it out.
Yep. Well, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen.
Bye.
Bye. No.
Dang it. I was going to steal it.
I was faster.